talk about your songwriting process, because when you go through this change of the old school to the new school, but to continue to stay at the top of one of the hardest things. And I'm on one spectrum of it, and it's been hard enough, and you can check my resume of the countless ex-wives and everything else that has laid wait to rock and roll. But talk about what keeps you inspired when it comes to your songwriting ability, man, and still being able to stay at the top of that.
Well, I think our songs all come from a perspective of something that I've experienced. That usually it tends to be stuff that's fairly general that most people can identify with. Most people can identify with relationship troubles, or they can identify with being pissed off at either the government or pissed off at authority in general, and not wanting to have limits placed on what you're allowed to do, and I think that those kind of things resonate with a lot of listeners, and it's something that is pretty important to me. Like I'm a really political guy, and so that stuff flows through a little bit into the music or into the lyrics and stuff. I try not to get too political because I only represent me. I don't represent the whole band. And if I'm singing an All That Remains song, it can't be all about me. It's got to be something that the band is cool with.
Right.
That being said, me and Josh wrote all the lyrics for this record, and up until Josh worked with me on this record, I'd written songs. So, being able to connect with the listeners is the primary goal, making sure that people, feel like they can relate to this story or whatever's going on in the song.
Right. Yeah. And it's it has to be something. I mean, and without making too big of a joke about it, is that we don't want to have a Rage Against the Machine type situation, which is it's.
Yeah, it's whenever saying that line, no, that's bad in the band. Funny thing is, I've gotten to kind of arguments with our label about certain lines, and I've gotten into not arguments, but I've gotten a couple looks from producers when they hear the line that I want to put in or whatever. But all the band hears it, and they're just like, "That's awesome, do it."
Right.
They're really they really do. They don't sweat what I'm going to do. They don't worry about it. They're like, he's going to come in, he's going to write something that we're going to dig. And after 7 records, they're confident in me, and it's nice to have that kind of support for what I want to write.
From the very first time that I met you way back when, you have been, if anybody ever wants to know something and do not want to have any type of gray area, go and see Phil LaBonte, and by God, he'll tell you, and you will know how it is.
Gray areas are not my specialty.